on the corner of 25 West Main Street in downtown Vermilion. The Spot, Winnie Mays, is proud to support programming on Coyote News. The Spot, Winnie Mays, providing salon and spa services for men, women, and children.
Tonight on the Red Report, recent graduates are finding new business endeavors.
Plus, what one SDSU student thinks of the Yoas. It's all happening now on the Red Report.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked. Its reporters are not real journalists. And its opinions are not fully thought through. Thank you.
And now a word from us students.
Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. If you could learn to work and play and get along with each other. You got to listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and make things better by working together. It's a simple message and it comes from the heart. Oh, believe in yourself, for that's the place to start. And I say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. You can learn to work and play and get along with each other. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
Hey! Hey! DW! Hey! Whoa!
Good evening and welcome to the Red Report. I'm Sydney Funderman.
And I'm Philip Larson. First on the Red Report.
As the weather warms up in Vermilion, many student groups are taking to the streets to voice their opinions. One group, the VermCat Fan Club, has posted themselves outside of Coyote Village. The Red Report's Sydney Johnson has details on the message the club's hoping to spread.
Co-founders Carmichael Anthony and Cindy Williams made signs and chanted on April 21st in hopes of spreading their love for VermCats to other USD students and the Vermilion community.
Yeah, I'm co-founder of the VermCat Fan Club, so when I came to Vermilion, I was like, man, I love these cats strolling the streets. I love them, I respect them, and I think they're the greatest thing on Mother Nature's earth. So, if you're not a VermCat fan, I don't know what you are then.
Williams says they chose to occupy Coyote Village's front lawn on April 21st because they knew they would reach the largest audience between the track and field meet and students moving out. Williams wants more people to understand and adopt the VermCat Fan Club's mentality, and if they don't, she isn't sure they fit here at USD.
Those people disgust me. Either support the VermCats or get out. Why do you even go to school here if you don't support the VermCats?
Anthony and Williams encourage everyone to join the VermCat Fan Club and check out their Facebook page at VermCats Forever. Every new member receives a handcrafted, cat-themed poster they can use to recruit other VermCat lovers. For Red Report, I'm Sydney Johnson.
Thanks, Sydney. The VermCat Fan Club's next event is this Friday, when they'll organize a feeding schedule for the cats during the coming months.
The SGA has enacted a court of impeachment involving President Sheila Gestring. Senators will convene next week to hold the impeachment trial. The campus lawmakers say President Gestring has mismanaged tuition and fees paid by students. She's accused of funneling the fees into new renovations at the presidential home, such as a jacuzzi, Olympic swimming pool, and an underwater Ninja Warrior course. The president's also accused of owning a pet jackrabbit and wearing red on days other than Friday. SGA senators say the impeachment is a political trial, not a criminal or civil trial.
The Red Report doesn't usually include weather in newscasts, but it looks like our long-lost weather person has returned for the week. The Red Report's Grant Robertson is with us in the studio. Grant?
Good evening. It is April 27, 2022, and if you can believe it, it's a Wednesday once again. It's about 68 degrees here in Vermilion. It's starting to warm up a little bit, so if you got some shorts, wouldn't be a bad idea to pop them on. Today we're going to be looking at our Vermilion Live Doppler. And as you can see here, we continue to get beautiful blue skies and golden sunshine all along the way. Let's take a look down at Lower Verm, shall we? All right, it's looking a bit cloudy, but you know, weather changes this time of year. Let's keep going. And now it's raining. Okay, okay, see that? No, this can't be right. It's snowing. Is that even Vermilion? It is. Let's take a look just a few miles outside of our studio. No. That's outside? Like right now? And the town is on fire. Okay, I can see why you guys don't ever want me to do this. We should probably go, right? Oh, the show. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, would you look at the time? I gotta run. I have to go find some more weather. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you, Grant. Good to see you. And that's why we never have weather here at the Red Report. Our investigative team went to the SDSU campus to interview a student about their Brookings living situation. The Red Report's Callie Connors has more on the striking similarities to USD's dorms. Here's what she found.
We tracked down an SDSU student, Frida Student, to see what her dorm room was like. Let's take a look.
Hi, welcome to my dorm. Come on in. This is my bed. I know it's USD themed, but it helps me fall asleep at night, truth be told. And over here, this is Pedro. He's got a little USD hoodie on him. So cute. This is my closet. I really keep this private, but this is my USD shrine. Over here we have my USD hoodie, my sweatpants, my red Converse, my little go-yotes, pom-poms, and all of my clothes. And oh, in the back I have a USD blanket.
Have you ever thought about transferring?
Wait, I thought that was a myth.
Frida Student shared that she would love to live in North Complex, where the thermostat is never at the correct temperature, the bathrooms are cleaned at the worst times, and the ovens in the kitchen are never cleaned. She would also like to be able to experience drown night. For the Red Report, I'm Callie Connors.
Thanks, Callie. Frida Student plans to transfer to USD in the fall.
Charlie Coyote has gone viral just hours after the announcement and launch of his OnlyFans profile, or as he likes to call it, Only Yotes. The Coyote is sharing his intimate side with an inside look at what goes into the role of a mascot, as well as his modeling for the downtown Charlies. Some of the content includes live mukbangs of Charlie eating jackrabbits for dinner.
Local and national authorities responded to multiple calls that a presidential body was discovered at a murder mystery party. Red Report investigators found that the gathering included presidents and faculty from all Board of Regents institutions.
Well, we got the call around 12:04 a.m. this morning that there was an apparent murder at 317 East Hall Ave, Vermilion, South Dakota. And there was some kind of murder mystery dinner party where things went terribly, terribly wrong. Apparently no one's speaking up. So, of course, we had to come in. And, well, fortunately for me and my team, there's it's a wicked piss of kid, I'll tell you that. And I'll tell you one other thing. There are drugs in there, there's alcohol, there's blood, there's footprints, the whole kit and caboodle. And so, I really don't like giving these statements because I know what the press is like. But I will tell you one thing. Kids don't do drugs.
We have yet to receive word on the name of the presidential body found, but witnesses say it had the stench of jackrabbit fur.
Vermilion Safe Rides has been out of commission since 2020 due to COVID-19, but recent graduates have taken it upon themselves to bring it back. The Red Report's Danielle Konechny has the details.
As USD students are looking for jobs, one student named Scientin Manic has decided to take a unique approach.
It's just not safe outside in this cold, especially too, and in this wind. So I decided to start a drunk bus for the coyotes so that they could return back home safely after having a fun night.
Manic hopes to get funding from USD for his cause, but until then, he is open to taking donations.
Every penny would matter a lot to me, and especially the gas prices are increasing so much, so I'm gonna be broke freaking broke if I decided to start the drunk bus and like pay for the fuel from my own pocket. So please go ahead and donate.
For more information about the drunk bus, call 1-800-DRUNK BUS. For the Red Report, I'm Danielle Connectiony.
Thanks, Danielle. Remember to drink responsibly and call the bus if you need a ride. Next on the Red Report, we express our gratitude to viewers like you.
And we ask students about their greatest accomplishments.
In a world where embracing your identity is a privilege not usually given to the members of the LGBTQIA+ community, the University of South Dakota Spectrum provides community and education for young queer scholars. Sexuality and identity are defined on spectrums, and having a community of open-minded, inclusive peers provides safety. Spectrum is one reason all coyotes can call the University of South Dakota their home.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked. Its reporters are not real journalists. And its opinions are not fully thought through. Thank you.
And now a word from us students.
The Red Report has been collecting real social media feedback from Coyote News viewers like you.
Here's what they had to say.
Warning! Everyone on this video has a face for radio. Do not watch in HD.
Who wants to eat bland wheat spaghetti noodles?
Great photo. If only it wasn't focused on the building behind them.
Mega doo-doo? What? Thank you, Governor Noem, for leading like a boss and recognizing the supreme importance of the Constitution. Exclamation mark emoji, praying emoji, American flag emoji.
Fine. Damn kids complaining. Nice stuttering.
I will not ever press 1 for English. Speak English, please.
What the f***? He just won a silver medal in pole vault? LOL.
Good job, although I have no idea what you said, but I don't know Spanish. Thanks, Aunt Sherry.
As always, thanks again to viewers like you.
Thank you. The Coyote Crazies, in an effort to perfect their craft and gather new members, took a retreat this past weekend and ended up having a run-in with actual coyotes. The Crazies ended up being attacked and contracting rabies after their attempts to tame the coyotes. Much to their dismay, the coyotes didn't want to join the Crazies.
Low crime rates in Vermillion have put the famous vigilante Batman out of work. Students have reported sighting him on campus. Many have described only positive interactions with the crime fighter. Batman has been seen spending most of his time in the library, catching up on some reading. One student has seen Batman around the most. We asked him his opinion of the unique new student.
Dude's a little weird. He's in my speech class. I think he's had strep throat all semester. Keeps talking weird. He might have like rolled his ankle too. Kind of walks around a little weird. And, oh God, you're always here. Don't disrespect me like that.
Although Batman's presence may be causing confusion for some students, many have expressed their gratitude for his protection. UPT will have an extra helping hand in crime fighting.
outside of dog books and games is gaining buzz for its unique name. Vermilion residents say they love the idea of having a dog named Waldo surrounded by books and children. Other local businesses have noticed and are changing their business models and incorporating book titles. The Charcoal Lounge will be known as Brave New World. Flames is considering a rebrand of To Kill a Mockingbird and Lung. And Hartford Tavern is changing its name to Hartford Slaughterhouse 5. The end of the semester often leaves students reflecting on the good times.
In this week's Out and About, we asked students what their greatest accomplishment has been throughout school.
Here's what they had to say.
I cheated on a test in high school.
This is tough. I probably should have just walked away.
Probably in second grade when my dad pulled me out of a flag football game. I flipped him off.
Lied to my grandma, probably.
When I first started driving, I don't have my license or anything, so I accidentally hit a police officer vehicle and I just drove off.
I murdered somebody.
Lying to my mom when I broke the microwave and blamed it on my little brothers.
One time I snuck out of my house, sophomore year of high school, and my mom locked the door behind me, and I slept outside in February under a kiddie pool using a sandbag as a pillow. That was pretty bad.
I went to a store and I stole this coat.
Stolen a few rings from Kohl's or Macy's.
We're just gonna go easy. We're just gonna go lie to our parents, snuck out probably more times than I should have.
And I tried to steal the Kyle out in front of the muck.
Well, Sydney, I'd have to say a great accomplishment of mine is forgetting to plug in my mic on my last show.
Well, that's all right, Phil. You'll have those days, but I'd say my cherished memory of this semester would have to be making a lot more new friends and hanging out with different people.
Agree to that. Up next on Red Report Sports, a new sport is making its way to USD. Plus, Landon DeBoer is here to study the transfer portal. Stay with us.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked. Its reporters are not real journalists. And its opinions are not fully thought through. Thank you.
And now a word from us students.
This is Red Report Sports. I'm Michael Stake.
And I'm Hannah Gokenauer. Despite sports seasons ending and competitions haven't slowed down, we have the details.
The NFL Draft will hold the opening round tomorrow in Las Vegas. 262 college prospects will hear their name called over the 3-day process, but only 32 will get to say that they were drafted in the first round of the NFL Draft. A couple of prospects are shooting up the draft boards, and they all come from the University of South Dakota. DeJuan Cooper, Caleb Van Der Esch, and Jack Cochran highlight the list of NFL hopefuls on the rise, with many believing the first overall selection could be one of these 3 players.
Many Coyote basketball players entered the transfer portal at the end of the season, and the Red Report's Landon DeBoer is at the SCSC to learn more about how the transfer portal works. Landon?
Thanks, Hannah. I'm here at the SCSC with Billy Ray, a custodian, to investigate some of the mysterious disappearances of USD basketball players into something called the transfer portal. Billy, when was the first time that you kind of saw the transfer portal? And to be quite honest, I didn't even think it was a real thing.
Well, the transfer portal's always kind of existed, you know, as far as we know. But this year was the first actual year I can tell you that I saw it in person, you know. I was on my normal route, you know, every year, sweep, mop, you know the drill. And then all of a sudden I see this girl walk straight into a red wall. And I thought to myself, where did she go? And it turns out, you know, a couple days later, I hear she went to Minnesota. So it's all kind of new to all of us.
And do you know exactly what happens to all of these players, or are there some unknowns?
Well, as far as we know, people go in and they end up in mysterious places, or they don't come out for a while and then eventually come back here. You know, a bunch of different things can happen. It normally just depends on the player and their experience within it.
And I've actually seen a couple of the coaches enter the portal as we've been here. And what is their kind of role in that?
Well, I think it has the same effect to them as everybody else, because I think it's open to everybody. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I've been in there, so, you know, it's not too bad.
You've actually been in the portal?
Well, yeah, just recently they added me on to do some maintenance and some cleaning in there, because with all the ins and outs, you know, it gets dirty this time of year.
So there are ways to make it out, and you've seen actually some USD players come back out of the portal to USD too?
Yes, I have. And the funny thing about that in particular is they come through and then they come back and they just relive their USD lives like they didn't even go in there in the first place. You know, it's just kind of crazy to me.
And is there any way that you could take the Red Report through the portal with you?
Oh, absolutely. I'll take you there right now.
All right, perfect. It looks like in a couple minutes we will check back and we will go through the transfer portal. I don't know what's happening. Please send help.
We obviously are experiencing technical difficulties. We hope to bring you more information from the portal later.
In related news, this week, every athlete in every sport at South Dakota State entered the transfer portal. The athletes told the Red Report that they want to get as far away as possible from Brookings, with many accepting offers from schools in Florida, California, and even in Europe. The Jackrabbits will have to sign recruits before next year. If they don't, they'll be forced to shut down their sports program. I hope Landon's okay. It looks like we've regained connection with Landon from a new location. We go back to him now.
I'm here at Burbank Beach. The transfer portal has gone wrong. We have been everywhere, and I can't express in words. Billy, do you have any?
I think right now we've been a total of 15, 16, 17 different places, and I can't control where I've been and where I want to go. I once thought in college I wanted to be a plumber, and I decided on custodian. I don't think I want to be anything anymore. I just want to be home.
Quite honestly, the last good thing to happen to us was when those drummers gave us these shirts in Miami.
That was pretty sick, actually. That was pretty cool.
There were so many athletes in the portal. I was terrified. And I'm pretty sure David Herbster has an extra year of eligibility. At one point, we ended up at SDSU.
Yes, my favorite part, though, is when we saw Dawn Plitzowait in the portal. That was a good send-off for her, though. That was nice.
Well, I think we're going to have to walk our way back. If I ever see you again, live for the Red Report, I'm Landon DeBoer.
Thanks, Landon. We'll see if he makes it back for finals.
With the addition of the new pool being attached to the Wellness Center, it was announced this morning USD will be adding another sport to their athletics department. The Coyotes will be forming a men's and women's water polo team as soon as possible, making South Dakota the first Division I Midwest college to have a water polo team. USD plans to host Harvard in their program opener inside the Wellness Center next January. The coaching hunt officially started this week and recruiting will immediately follow. Dawn Plitzowite's time at West Virginia has officially come to a close. Her tenure ended in Morgantown almost 1 month after it started. She announced her resignation this weekend. She says she couldn't bear to wear blue and yellow for another day. Following the move, Athletic Director David Herbster announced just moments ago that Plitzowite will be returning to USD. She'll be the first person in program history to coach the women's water polo team.
That's all for your Red Report Sports.
Coming up, we hear students' favorite memories at USD.
Looking for on-campus housing? Look no further. This is Burgess Norton. Let me show you around. Here we have a traditional dorm hall, and the conversation is always kept lively. Here's an example of some of the amenities in the building. That's right, you can wash your clothes. We also have running water and a door to the first floor that never shuts, so it's easy access. And in the basement, we have the finest games that are patched up regularly. And lastly, we have our beautiful bathrooms. You'd be hard-pressed to find a lavatory this pristine elsewhere on campus. Burgess Norton. At least it's not North Complex.
What you're about to watch is a news parody. Its stories are not fact-checked. Its reporters are not real journalists. And its opinions are not fully thought through. Thank you.
And now a word from us students.
Well, Phil, summer is almost here.
That's right, Sydney. Just a week until graduation.
This week, we also asked students what their most cherished memory is.
Here's what they had to say.
There was a used tampon in the girls' shower.
Pee in the garbages sometimes.
A condom in the communal bathroom.
Ramen noodles in the water fountain.
When I was walking outside of Coyote, I saw my 3-day-old puke. Mickelson 1 bathroom. There was puke all over the sink, and it smelled.
My first week at college on Mickelson 1, someone decided to in the washing machine.
One time I saw pantyhose and underwear in the ceiling. It was just hanging down in the kitchen.
When we got physicals as a freshman, they didn't wear gloves when they were touching our.
I came home one night and my friend puked on my bed.
In my dorm, there's a lot of overflowing of the toilets.
Watching somebody lick all the mayonnaise off of their Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I once saw a girl giving a guy in the char bathroom.
I saw a loaf of bread in the BD3 showers.
It's a bunch of worms in the water fountain at the freshman dorms.
A pregnancy test in the library study room.
I put a loaf of bread in the shower.
Thank you for joining us. That is all for the Red Report.
Remember, this was not a real newscast.
All the stories you've seen are entirely false.
Thanks for watching. Good luck on your finals, and we'll see you back here next semester for Coyote News.